Yo, Darren and Jason, we breaking the matrix. Circuits and codes, we shaping the basics. Switching the system, yeah, we the mutation. Tech disruptors, innovation and station. Ain't race stopping, algorithms popping. Bytes getting flipped, watch the data start dropping. We the ones they fear, Wi-Fi in the gear. Crypto in the veins, blockchain pioneer. Screens glow cold, but the minds run hot. Silicon dreams in the terabyte plot. Hacking the globe, yeah, we shatter the mode. Data overload, watch the future explode. Disrupt the code, break the mold. Tech disruptors, we too bold. Darren and Jason, the future sold. Plug it lock on, watch it unfold. Laser shot focus, the lens, stay zooming. Zones in the air. AI's booming, deep dive tech, no room for illusions. Cloud in the sky, no room for confusion. Fiber optic flows, connections insane. Hacking the mainframe, rewiring the game. Blueprints we sketch, revolutions we fetch. Echoes in the net, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Hello, everybody. We are back for another week. My name's Darren.
My name is Jason.
And we are back, the Tech Disruptors. We are here to tell you all of your tech news, reviews, AI, general tech know-how stories, sometimes funny videos, sometimes crazy things, but that's why we're here. And we had a little break last week, but we're back again, Easter, celebrating Easter with the family, very important. But tech doesn't stop, Jason.
It does not.
It just keeps going and going.
I wanted to try last week with our guest, we had that Kit Kat heist.
Yes.
And I kind of wanted to start the podcast with a funny news, but I didn't have anything. I just didn't have anything. I don't know if you found anything, but
I've got something. But
I did see an article. I didn't show it. So if you guys don't remember, last week we opened up with a non-tech story about Kit Kat. Someone did a huge
Kit Kat heist,
like 12 tons of Kit Kat or something crazy. And I saw later on, when you start watching things on your feed, it kind of gives you more news. But I guess they were like drone watching a huge Kit Kat like van that wasn't registered or something.
Oh, right. So they're actually tracking it.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't read the article if this was it, but I just think it's funny that everyone's concerned. I mean, the company should be concerned, but why should I be concerned?
Well, I mean, when we were talking about the Kit Kat heist, essentially Europe was thrown into a mini pandemic because someone stole so many Kit Kats that Europe was going to be short.
Yeah, but during the real pandemic, if you ran out of water or toilet paper, or food, but
you may do.
Yeah, you can make do without Kit Kat bars. I mean, and we talked about our favorite candy bar. Mine was, I think yours and mine was I love Butterfinger and Reese's peanut butter cups. Kit Kat isn't into my top 10.
I mean, Kit Kat's good if you want to share, but I'm very rarely sharing.
Who shares?
That's exactly what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Right, I think there was definitely. I think Europe has recovered. I think they've found an alternative, probably another chocolate bar.
Sure.
But I actually wanted to kick things off today with a golf story.
Golf.
That sport that not many people play apart from old men.
Before you go into the story, I saw AI slop is everywhere.
Oh,
and I saw the video because the Masters is going on right now.
Oh, that's actually what I'm going to talk about.
I don't know. Hopefully I don't step on your toes here, but there was an AI video where it says Tiger Woods coming up to the Masters, and it just shows an SUV driving in the green and crashing. It looked real, like it was on TV. But I'm thinking, man, AI is just sometimes it kills it.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
But there's people out there that think that's real, probably.
Actually, you know what? That just why you got. So I had a video queued up. A few seconds ago, and then I accidentally closed the tab, and I lost.
Is that the one that was playing when I was getting ready?
That's exactly what
I didn't hear what it was, but it looked like it was pretty funny.
Let me pull up. So AI is getting a little bit crazy these days. Let's see if I can find it on quick search here. Here it is. Okay, so I'll introduce it to you guys first.
Just make sure it's turned down, Lewis. I heard it sounded like it was pretty loud.
Yeah, so AI is getting better and better at creating things that are not actually there. And
for better or for worse.
For better or worse. And if you go on and follow Aranav Sharma on X, he posted the official music video to the Vladimir Putin song. Now, this is a parody song, largely making fun of Donald Trump. But I feel like this doesn't get the AI chops it deserves. So I'm going to pull up the song. Give me a second here. This is actually very funny, just for the record. So instantly, and I just want to kind of preface this by saying we are by no way affiliated. We're just using the show song because it's funny. But this, if you can already
we're not political. We're not trying to.
We're not political. Yes, I'm trying to give you a little bit of a.
It's funny.
A preface here. This is meant to be funny. So this is the Vladimir Putin song. You may recognize the song in the background, but keep in mind it's a parody, so it's not the original. So we shouldn't get dinged for copyright, or at least I hope not. So here is the song itself. I'm going to lower the volume because Jason was complaining his ears were hurting. So let's go from here.
Damn, Vladimir's got some moves.
There lives a certain man in Russia right now. He is small but white, in his eyes an icy glow. Ukrainians look at him with terror and with fear, but to Moscow peeps he is like the Russian bear. He could level half of Eastern Europe, full of brimstone, ash and fire. But he is also the kind of ally that China do desire.
Vladimir Putin,
Head of Russia's war machine.
he's like a mix of the USSR,
Vladimir Putin, don't ever drink up his tea.
combined with the modern data.
Okay, so what you're listening
Holy
to
crap.
is the Vladimir Putin song. Now, what makes this video funny for those of you who are maybe listening and not watching is the person singing is actually Vladimir Putin's face put on a very svelte-looking man with curly blonde hair, and he's singing essentially the Rasputin song.
Now hold on.
Modern day
In
lyrics.
addition to that, for people who are listening, it's if you're in the MTV era, it actually
Yes.
looks like an old 80s
Oh, 80s
MTV
MTV music video. Yeah, 100%.
with MTV in the corner, the little logo. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Now, listen, we talk a lot of, we fear a little bit Munger when it comes to AI, but I find this to be the best example of AI, where they're using it to send making light of a humorous situation in a very dangerous world.
As long as no one gets offended. That's the problem with all this political, like, it's so tense right now that,
Yeah.
we have our president doing AI slop. Like,
Yeah.
so everyone's doing it. So it's all in good fun, unless, whatever. It is what it is.
Do you want
It's
to hear a
funny,
little
though.
bit more, Jason?
You need to find that Tiger Woods. I got to find that Tiger Woods video.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So anyway, just while that's AI. But I want to talk about the Masters, because the Masters is a very fancy golf tournament, which you probably have heard of. But I don't know if you know this or not, Jason, but do you know that at the Masters, you are not allowed to have a smartphone at all? They are not permitted on the grounds under any stretch of the imagination.
I was watching something where there's a lot of weird, like, traditional and rules they have, but I didn't know that one. Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, there are no smartphones, tablets, any kind of electronics are allowed at the Masters tournament. However,
Sorry. I found the video. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to that in 1 second.
No, you're fine.
So one of the things that they're obviously doing is at the door, they're checking people's bags. I don't know if they're confiscating devices. I don't know what they're doing, but basically you're not allowed to have a phone. It's this very kind of hush, very exclusive golf tournament. They don't want people, recording things that potentially could happen on the golf course. I get it. You know what? Keep it exclusive. I get it.
So the people in the Masters can't have a smartphone, but the crowd can, correct?
No.
Obviously.
No. No person who's watching the Masters is allowed to have any recording device.
Well, the video I'm going to show you of AI slap, people have phones in the crowd. But either way, go ahead.
So what I'm getting at is the people who are watching the Masters are usually golfers themselves. So,
Correct.
if I was to ask you, Jason, to describe what a golfer looks like in the most stereotypical way, just rattle off some things that come to mind.
I don't even know. I don't even watch golf. Baseball cap, khaki shorts, New Balance, like, typical old dad, like high
old dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And these people, you're right. These people probably already understand that having smartphones could be a distraction.
Yes.
Maybe?
Yeah. So what's funny about this is people have been sneaking into the Masters dressed as people who love golf. So khaki shorts, polo shirt, New Balance sneakers, baseball cap, but they've been wearing Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
It's not a smartphone.
Exactly. And they've been sneaking through the cracks and have been recording kind of like these covert footage of the Masters tournament through their Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
So is that the reason why they don't want you getting copyrighted information? Is that what it is? The reason why they don't?
I honestly, I don't know what the reason is. It's always been the case here. But basically, they're, apparently, unlike other sporting events, it says here, sometimes heavily attended by people who paid obscene amounts of money to watch it. So I'm going to say that because people are paying like thousands of dollars, they don't want the public to have access to footage from the Masters, right? That's what makes it exclusive. You have to pay to play, essentially. But essentially, they forgot about the idea of smart glasses and Apple Watches, believe it or not. And essentially, people have been taking phone calls, sending text messages, and sending Ray-Ban footage because remember, Ray-Ban syncs up with the Apple Watch and with an iPhone. So essentially, they can send footage across the ages and, have blown the cap on the Masters tournament.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Here in the U.S., the most popular sport is football, NFL. I don't mean like soccer, but American football.
Yeah.
And they allowed cameras, watches, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a huge juggernaut.
Yeah.
Do you think that, now I'm not saying golf isn't popular, but it's not as popular as football. Same with even hockey in the US or NBA, whatever. Baseball is even going through this. Do you think it's actually alienating if they want to like expand to a younger generation and keep, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this golf is one of those things where it's like Apple, like we only want the best of the best here. We don't give a shit about everyone because NFL's got a whole wide range of people. Maybe I'm just kind of answering my own question there.
So I don't know. I think you answered your own question. I honestly think that people who play golf, and especially the people who run the Masters tournament, couldn't give two shits whether or not you are allowed to have tech or not. If that's the rules that are in place, that's the rules they're gonna follow. Now,
and that's why the Saudis came over and started their own because they knew there was a market. And that's my thing. It's like the NFL is all about money. They're going to do what they need to do to make money, and they're making tons of it. Golf could make so much more if they could open the rules a little. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So basically, they have gone back on it now. Sorry, not gone back, but they've adjusted the rules to now mention smart glasses and Apple Watches. So they are going ahead with this kind of like technology ban. But here is some other fun fact that you may want to know about the Masters tournaments. So you're not allowed to bring a cell phone or a camera. We know this. Not even during practice days. So even when the tournament's not on, you're unable to have those things. If you're just a golfer who paid $10,000 to play one round at that particular golfing venue, you're unable to do so. You're not a fan if you go to the Masters. You're a patron, and they refer to everybody as a patron.
Okay, this isn't Apple. I shouldn't relate to Apple, but it's hey, we're high class. We don't care. Our image is what we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, no running at all. Like you're not allowed to run anywhere on the golf grounds for some bizarre reason. So if somebody hits a fucking bomb down the Happy Gilmore style down the fairway and you want to see them putt out, you're not allowed to jog down to the end.
Yeah, but in Happy Gilmore, people were screaming and yelling and flashing and
I mean, no tipping. So you're not allowed to tip the workers at the golf course, which I'm okay with, to be honest with you.
As long as I'm not a worker, I guess.
But here is where it gets interesting. So you don't buy a ticket to the Masters.
Oh, you're gifted.
It's a lottery system. A la OnePlus of like early 2000s. You go into a lottery system, and basically, if you get a ticket, it's like very exclusive. You can't buy your way to go watch this tournament.
Well, so you win the lottery, you still got to pay for the ticket though, right?
Yeah, but the lottery is just essentially like a your pass in. You get the access, but you still have to pay for obviously.
So what you're telling me is by all these rules, we will not be able to do our podcast from the Masters next year.
Absolutely not.
I was
Unless
hoping to
you
do that
had
right in the green there. Just do it right
I mean,
there
we
next
might
to
be
the
able to record it in the parking lot in our car, but
In our car.
absolutely not. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway, the Masters Golf Tournament putting a hardcore ban on tech, which is not what you want to hear on a tech podcast. But
Well, speaking
just
of the
kinda funny.
Masters, you might as well, Tiger Woods is making his arrival here. We want to share
yeah,
this
let's have a
too.
look. Yeah,
Let me see if I can get
Tiger
this to
Woods
work.
arriving at the Masters. Here we go. Oh shit!
That's it. That's the whole video, I think.
That's. Oh,
I mean,
that's
it's
funny.
stupid. It's stupid, but
But you know
it's
what?
hilarious.
When we're using AI to get a laugh and to make social commentary, I'm okay with that. It's when you put fucking AI into a robot is when we got a fucking problem.
Well, you're right. And I've been seeing, so on my feed, I get a bunch of like Toyota did
Oh,
a
yeah.
robot that can shoot basketball. I mean, it was a video, so I didn't it wasn't like a link to but
Yeah.
I saw like Toyota doing robots that can shoot baskets. I mean, it's crazy.
Now, I saw this article, I think it might have been yesterday. So you know Anthropic, right? Who is essentially like one of the first AI companies.
I
And
believe Anthropic is the one working with our defense
yes.
military here too in the U.S.
So
So
a kind of AI fear-mongering
that's Sam
figure.
Altman, right?
Yes, correct.
Is it? Okay. Yeah.
So if you are somebody that is a little bit, I guess, apprehensive about AI, I would recommend you mute us for just a couple of minutes here because this
Uh-oh.
shit's actually a little bit scary.
Unless you're in the podcast, don't mute it because then you can't hear anything or see
Yes,
anything.
exactly. Yes, I won't mute you.
Yeah.
So Anthropic has come out and said that they've created an AI that is too powerful for the public.
I heard this.
I'll say that again. Too powerful for the public. So this was an article on The Guardian. And they're basically saying that, they've withheld this AI model from the public on cybersecurity grounds. So let me ask you something.
Oh God.
If a company like Anthropic, who's been in the AI business now for 10 years,
Sure.
comes out and says, yeah, we're not going to release this because we're afraid of it. Are we at the beginning of Skynet? Is this a Terminator situation?
I think that's kind of what happened with Skynet. Like
That's it became
I mean-
self-aware. That's exactly what happened. Someone flicked the switch, remember?
so if that's the case, what side of the coin do you want to be on?
I don't know.
Like scared and hide or get in front of it? I don't know.
Now, you know what's scary? I don't know who said this, but one of the people behind Anthropic came out and said that it's so powerful that out of a sense of overwhelming responsibility, an overwhelming sense of responsibility. Now, to context to that, for those who are listening, that's basically saying, if we release this, the rest of you are fucked. That's basically what Anthropic's saying. And they've come
Wow.
out and they said that they're not going to release it to the public. Now, we've talked a lot about AI. We've been covering AI now for probably a good couple of years on this
Well,
podcast.
that's AI and robotics too. So you're talking about
Yeah.
Anthropic, which is like kind of like the software side.
Yes.
You
it's
throw
great.
that into robotics, and that's the problem. I think AI is growing faster than a robotics is because you see so much robotic technology changing so quickly. But I think AI is going a hell of a lot faster. But when
Yeah.
those two
Come
those two
together?
highways oh my God.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
So-
say I'm scared because it could be a good thing. I think we are at
Yeah.
the beginning of it. And I know in the US, like Gemini and Google and probably Apple are putting a lot of guardrails on this so that doesn't happen. But you got those rogue, I wouldn't say countries, as rogue groups of people that are like anything are going to use things for nefarious reasons, no matter what,
Yeah.
nefarious reasons. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, there is a little bit of positive from this story. Anthropic's basically saying, okay, we're just going to hold it back, right? But holding it back only lasts so long. And like, just to kind of, I know we make a lot of Terminator references here. You probably, if you don't know what Terminator is, you're probably
Who's the director?
James Cameron.
Of course.
Yeah. So in the movie Terminator, the premise is that they had created this AI security net around the world, right? Which was a series of robotics with AI powered brains to keep the people of the world safe. And then someone literally flicks the switch,
Yep.
turns it on, makes it active, which is fine, but it becomes immediately self-aware and turns on humans.
Now, when this movie came out, it was ha ha ha, tongue in cheek.
Yes.
What stood out about that movie was probably what, the late 90s, mid 90s.
Yeah.
The CGI was fucking amazing, kind of like Titanic of its time. But now we look back, we're like, holy crap, this might actually come true. So I want to switch gears a little bit from scary AI
Absolutely.
to something really stupid. I guess this is kind of funny, non-tech. So when you think of a company that's going to make a gadget to help the gamer, what kind of companies do you think would make devices to help gamers?
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA,
Like
Razer.
like that. Razer, yeah.
What about McDonald's?
Oh, no. Oh, my
So
goodness.
McDonald's debuted the one-finger gadget that lets you move your character to keep you in the game while you chow down. So a lot of games do this thing where if you're on a server-based program and you don't move for a while, like AFK, away from keyboard, it kicks you out of the server. Now you could hold you could have a burger in your hand and you can use one thumb just to kind of move your controller around to make sure there's no inactivity before being
It's
kicked.
called the Archie. I
Yes,
guess
the
these are the
Archie.
golden arches.
Yes.
Wow.
So I think we got to buy this.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Kudos to McDonald's for trying to solve a problem that no one else had thought
Well,
about.
and kudos to the arches that fit this Xbox thing.
Yeah, controller.
perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid.
How much is it? Do we have a price on this?
I don't even know if it's really available. I wonder if it's one of those things where you can download and print. I guess it's AFK issues right there too. Let's see.
I would love
don't
to
know.
I would love to see this in production.
Man, it's a long article for what it is.
It is. Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't
There,
say much about where it is. Yeah.
So basically, for those of you who are listening at home, this is a golden McDonald's arch that you put around the thumb pad controller part of your
Right.
gaming controller to essentially allow you one-handed movement so that you can move your character and not get booted from a server. I love it. I'm gonna be honest.
I'd love to know. I don't know. It doesn't say much about how it's going to be available, but anyways.
Yeah. Now, you know what's funny? I know we're only in April, but I think I may have found potentially the creepiest product of the year already. I know it's April, and maybe I'm going to look back in December at the April show and go, you know what, Darren, there was a lot more creepy shit that came out. But Jason, I want you to tell me, do you know what a fawn friend is?
Say that again.
A fawn friend.
No, I do not.
So
Fuck.
I can't even explain.
Hold
I'm just
on.
gonna
Is
show
this
it
like
to
one
you.
of those AI like pets?
No, not
Okay.
exactly.
Jesus.
A fawn friend is a
What the-
fawn, deer, I guess we could
Well, I
call
got
it.
the feeling by fawn was an animal, but
Moving AI powered companion stuffy. Now,
how many of these are going to come out? We've reviewed a bunch. Or not reviewed. We went over a lot of these.
And I had an energy drink.
Now, I'm just going to show you the video because I feel like
God.
this is the only
And I
way
had
this is going to make sense to any of us. Now, I can't even explain what you're about to hear, but just if you can imagine a moving, talking, remembering, AI-powered fluffy deer, you're about halfway there. Here is the video.
And I had an energy drink in Japan.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there.
This is my fawn time.
Hi. And I'm Skylar Grey, 5-time Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter.
Okay,
I've
hold on.
co-written songs
Pause the
like
video
this
right
one,
now.
Yeah.
Pause the video right now.
This one.
Are you going to say she didn't wash her hands?
Okay, she didn't wash her. Yes, and it's a Skylar Grey. She's been like in like 16 Eminem video, and she's.
This is correct.
What is
Yeah.
going on with the world?
Now,
Oh my
I'm going to let it play out. It's only like 30 seconds, not more or so, but you've got to listen to the description of this particular furry AI friend.
But tell them what you're doing now.
Let's go check out my studio. I'm the official voice of the fawns.
I'm I'm a fawn.
Fawns come from a magical place called Aurora Hollow, where animals can talk.
To explore Aurora Hollow, download the Fawn Friends app.
That
Your
happened to
fawn
take
will
mushrooms
reach out to
too.
you daily and check in on the things she knows are important to you. And when your bond is strong enough, you can order your living plushie and bring your fawn home.
Oh.
Every fawn is totally unique, but we're all excellent conversationalists and great at keeping secrets. Your fawn will love learning about you and your life and the things you love. But most importantly, we're the best cuddlers around.
Hold on.
Learn more at fawnfriends.com.
Okay.
I believe you're
What the? This is a creepy. Okay. I got a bunch of. Who greenlighted this commercial or whatever this is?
I don't
First
know,
off,
but it's
Skylar Gray
horrifying.
has an amazing voice. 100%
Yes.
perfect for AI. Why do all these AI companions got to be like animals? I
Creepy
mean, you
as
don't want it to be a
fuck.
human because it's weird, I guess, but put it in a screen. Like,
Okay, so let me
I
break this
don't
down for
know.
those of you who are listening at home. So this is an app that you download. It's essentially like a chatbot where you're talking to a furry friend.
What's the app called?
Fawn Friends, I believe,
Well,
or Fawn AI or something
look
like
this up.
So anyway, you create this bond with this AI chatbot.
Sure.
And once you've told it enough information, you can actually order a physical version of it, which is a plush, moving, talking AI like pet. And then you can have conversations with a physical object instead of an app.
So
It's
Fawn
really
Friends is not available on Android. It's only Apple.
cool. So it's only app. Interesting.
So it's very exclusive. So you know if you have an Apple device, this has got to be high quality.
Now, there are a
Oh,
couple
wow.
of things that make this a little bit creepy.
No. Okay, 100% creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
So-
look at that picture. What the?
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
This is just terrifying. I mean, look at this picture, people. I don't know if you can see this at home. Imagine
Well, let me
Scarlet
rephrase
Gray.
that. There
Yeah.
are people out there probably that are very lonely and just and they
Yes.
like animals and they don't want the responsibility of cleaning up. I guess there's an aspect there and it knows you. I
Yes.
don't know. This is weird.
So, I mean, you know what this kind of reminds me of? And you remember the friend AI pin? Do you remember how
Yeah.
it talks to you, remembers everything? So
But it
I
doesn't
feel
talk
like-
to you. But it didn't talk
No,
to
it
you.
didn't. So, well, it chatted with you, I should say, like through
Sure.
the app.
Yeah.
But what's creepy about this is that you're materializing an AI bot. Like, think about it. Like, that's what this
Sure.
is. You're starting with an app. You're talking and giving as much information as you can. And then
Correct.
all of a sudden, you can order the fucking thing. It shows up at your house.
So I guess, is that because it's more personalized to you by the time you've had some interactions with it? Is that the whole premise?
I think that's the premise. Yeah. Like,
What's
it's,
the,
you know,
how much is this thing?
let's have a look. $20. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I apologize.
It says
$3.99 with a $30 per
Oh.
month subscription. I'll say that again. $3.99 with a $30
Okay,
month subscription.
let me
Holy
hold off.
shit.
Fawn Friends, if you can produce an Android app, because I can't guarantee I'm ever going to have an Apple device all the time.
Yeah.
And you want to throw us a bone,
We
we
will
will put
test-
our Fawn Friends on the
Absolutely.
podcast. And they will
Yes.
they will do the damn podcast for us, maybe. I don't know.
We will have them just talk like we are, but it'll just be them on camera. Fawn Friends, if you are listening,
That'd be
we will
amazing.
tag you in our posts. We will tag you in our reels this week. We will have our Fawn Friends run an entire tech
Hell
podcast
yeah.
just straight up there.
Make me
Or-
eat my words. Make me
Yeah,
eat my words because I don't know about this thing.
Yeah. So I will say, Jason, if you look at these photos here, please, I believe you have a thumbnail for next week from one of these images. And I'll
Well, we
let
got to
you
be
pick.
careful with copyright. But yes,
Exactly.
Fawn Friends
But
and
you see
Skylar
this
Gray.
one? You see this one of Skylar Gray holding it with her back turned? I feel like my face should be the Fawn Friend and you should be
No,
holding
no.
it.
The one that's like looking down. That's I'm gonna put
Oh,
your
yeah.
face right there. I'm gonna be running away in the background or something.
Oh, shit. Anyway, this Fawn Friend companion reaches out first. She texts when she misses you, reminds you.
Aw.
It talks to you, gossips, teases you, shares her day. It learns who you are, what you care about, what you've been through. It nudges you towards honesty and ambition. A friend that won't let you hide. This one here, Jason, with the million fawn friends around him.
my God.
Anyway, fawn
No,
friends.
what's going to happen? It's going to be Fawn Friends and Terminator mixed together. Is what it's going to be.
Yes, that's
It's gonna be like
exactly
the
what's
face
happening.
ripped off with a gun in its hand or something.
Anyway, so if you're interested, check out fawnfriends.com. And Fawn Friends, you heard it. We will have our Fawn Friend run a whole podcast. This will be the greatest podcast maybe ever on YouTube.
Probably
And if
would
Netflix is watching, you know we're trying to get on Netflix podcast. What if the Netflix podcast we did was just our Fawn Friend every episode?
be. Oh my God.
Could you imagine
If
how
it
amazing
worked.
that would be? If it worked, yeah. Well, that's.
I mean, this is the moneymaker, but I mean, my Fawn Friend could be even more of the moneymaker, you know?
yeah. But it is creepy as fuck in a
Yes, it
good
is.
way. But make us eat our words. I will
Yeah.
give it a go. I will give it a try. Fawn Friends.
Well,
Coming to your creepy
it's a
bedside
good,
too.
yeah, it's a good idea. I think we should. They won't reach out to us, but if they did, it'd be great. So this isn't an article, but the thumbnail means everything,
Oh,
and it's all
yes.
these ultra phones. So if you guys are living under a rock or aren't really big into phones, especially here in the U.S., you never heard of these companies more than likely. Everyone's coming out with ultra phones, right?
Yes.
You've got
Yes.
Xiaomi with the 17 Ultra.
Yep.
The Vivo X300 Ultra is due out. I think the 16th. You can pre-order it in the UK, but I think it's out right now in the China version.
Yep.
And you have the Oppo X9 Ultra.
All coming.
Okay. I don't know where to start. So me and Darren are on the Vivo bandwagon, 100%. Now, I don't have Vivo anymore. I actually sold my Vivo
So did I.
with this Xiaomi. I've been satisfied enough with the Xiaomi 17 Ultra that I feel like I could have jumped off that in hopes to buy the Ultra, the Vivo
Yes.
version. So
Which one?
looking at the specs of the 300 Ultra, there isn't a huge difference from the 300 Pro, which I had before. There are some slight differences in the way it looks, some slight lens differences, and maybe a camera sensor or two. Maybe it's slightly different, but basically a little bit bigger battery. Probably if you get the UK version, it's going to be small again. Not because of Vivo, because of their regulations over there. And then you have the Oppo, which is supposed to be like all the best hardware like you could possibly buy, packed into a 75,000 milliamp hour battery with an interesting design.
Yeah. So which one do you buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, Darren. So we know the Vivo processing is.
We know the Vivo is fantastic. Yeah.
Is the software and the processing worth it over the Oppo? Now I know you've had the Oppo X9 Pro. I didn't have that phone.
Yeah. The Oppo X9 Pro has the better OS than Vivo.
Okay.
So I will say that much. Did it have better cameras than the Pro, the 300 Pro? Absolutely not.
Oh.
Now, so it's kind of a game of do you or don't you? So we know that Vivo is going to make a good Ultra phone because they made an amazing Ultra phone last year with the 200 Ultra. And by all accounts, the X300 Ultra has enough of an upgrade this year to kind of make it worthwhile pointing out. So you've got a new processor, the Snapdragon Elite Gen 5.
Correct.
You're getting a 200 megapixel main sensor, a 200 megapixel telephoto.
But what's interesting when you talk about upgrading from, most people like on X who have this already are upgrading from the 200 Ultra. So it seems like a lot of people go Ultra to Ultra. We're looking at the
we
Pro
don't
to
like
the
that.
Ultra. There's a guy, I don't know if you know him, it's something Miguel, I think, Johnny something on X. He is obliterating the Vivo, saying it's the worst Ultra out there.
He always does.
Not necessarily. He liked the 200 Ultra, I thought. I remember him in the back.
But so here's the thing, right? So I had a look, someone had posted up side-by-side photos of the Xiaomi and the Vivo X300 Ultra.
Sure.
And in my eyes, every single photo was better on the Vivo X300 Ultra compared to the Xiaomi.
Now, I haven't seen that post, but I imagine it would be.
Will it go toe-to-toe with the Oppo Find X9 Ultra? I reckon it's going to be very close this year. In
Camera-wise, I think hardware-wise, the Oppo's got the better battery life, the better OS, probably going to last longer. But
So are you saying, so here is what you're putting on the table, right? Are you
Yeah.
saying that this year you might try the Find X9 Ultra and not go for the Vivo X300 Ultra?
Here's what makes it hard for me. I want to try. I can't do both.
Yeah, you can't do both. No, it's too expensive.
I mean, Technoscripters, we only make a couple million a year, so it's just
I
not,
know, yeah, it's
it's
not
not, it's not in the cards. I just trust the Vivo processing so much more. And to me, with kids and vacations and family and just, I kind of like photography. I'm not a huge photographer myself, but I mean, I've dabbled in it. That's what keeps me. That's why, like, on paper, the Xiaomi 17 Ultra has got better hardware than the Vivo X300 Pro. And time to time, I thought when I had both, the Xiaomi did do better, but it was hit or miss. And I'll give you an example. Today, I was in my garage with my son. He had just fallen asleep in the stroller, and the sun was behind us. And when I put the camera view on him, his face was like almost completely white. I couldn't even see it. But I snapped the picture, and the post-processing fixed it.
Okay.
That's that, and that goes back to the sensor size and the post-processing. But I don't know. I think so. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
So you can get the Chinese version right now. I think it's like $1,200.
Yeah.
For the 12 gig, 256, I think. In the UK, you can pre-order it. I think it's going to be like $1,500, $1,600. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But you get the camera rig for free.
Okay.
You get half off the photography kit, so it's like $199 or $299. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's
do you want the camera rig? Are you really going to shoot professional video?
Not the camera rig, maybe the lens.
Half off. Yeah, I think it's the full package with both lenses too.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I've looked at the full photography kit. You know, the big fucking box that you see on all these.
Trinity sold out. Trinity sold out.
I know, but there's a few places around here.
Yeah, I know. But it looks, here's my only problem with that. Yeah. Like, I'd love to, like, I go to an event with my daughter in choir.
Yeah.
And I have a dedicated camera that can zoom in and zoom out.
Yeah.
So it's a huge lens. So I can zoom in and zoom out as much as I want. With that, if I'm sitting in a dark auditorium using a tripod with the phone, I got to physically take that off. Right?
Yeah.
To get a lower, so that's the only, or not necessarily, doesn't that only attach to the telephoto?
It's only the telephoto, yeah.
So technically, I guess you can go to the main then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the only reason with the Vivo. I think the Vivo camera kit is a hell of a lot better than,
absolutely.
We don't know what Oppo is going to offer yet either. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do think it's going to be an upgrade over the 300 Pro. I know a lot of people are saying it won't be, but I honestly think it will be. I still believe that the X200 Ultra from last year was better than the 300 Pro of this year.
Really?
Yeah. If you remember our end of year special last year, we had our Vivos.
I think that what jaded me the most was the 200 Ultra was only a Chinese.
Yes.
And here's
that's
the thing.
The only thing. Yeah.
I've been this close to buying the Chinese version because I usually carry two phones.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal for me. And you know this, I don't understand this with these Chinese vendors. Why does Samsung, Apple, and Google are the only ones that champion the ultra wideband location services? Like,
yes,
Motorola does too, I guess. I don't have it, but some of their higher end ones, you know, for the tracking, like the Apple, what they call it, the AirTag.
Yeah.
You have to have ultra wideband for that.
So, you know what's funny? Here is where I think you might have a difficult decision. I think the Oppo will have ultra wideband, but I don't think the Vivo is going to have ultra wideband.
I don't think the Vivo is going to have it either. I don't think the Oppo Pro had it, did it?
I have no idea.
I don't think it did. I don't think any of these Chinese manufacturers. I don't understand that. I can't be that expensive to add, but you know, it's not just for me. For me, it's more for my Tesla because it helps when I get close, because Bluetooth kind of goes to sleep over time. Ultra wideband usually is a lot lower power. But all these BYD, all these Chinese EV makers that are entering in the UK and China, you think that would be something they would want.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be
Xiaomi's got a AirTag, I forget what they call it, the Xiaomi tag or something.
Yeah.
And it's ultra wideband, but the 17 Ultra doesn't even support ultra wideband. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's it's just a feature that
it's a first world problem. It's a first world problem. It's like one of those things where Bluetooth is generally good for what you want, the ultra wideband comes in. Like if you lost your keys in your house,
Yeah.
you can almost get within inches of where it's at. Where
And
Bluetooth is
Jason
more like,
loses his keys a lot. So
I don't think I've ever lost my keys, but I don't want to
It's
use
just
it for
me.
AirTags either. I just want to use it for getting in and out of my car. So
now, what I will say, you mentioned taking like a backlit photo there. So I've been using the S26 Ultra. I've been reviewing the S26
best
Ultra.
phone you've ever used.
It's a phone. I'll put it down. It's definitely a phone.
No,
but-
hold on. We are
Yeah.
again. The S26 is a great phone for the general public. We're pixel peepers. We're tech people. We're going to be critical of these phones.
But I will say this. There is one feature that Samsung did not advertise on the S26 Ultra, which absolutely could be a fucking game changer. And I have no idea why they didn't.
What's that?
So in the advanced camera features of the S26 Ultra,
You talked about this in the last podcast, I think.
no. Let me finish.
The 24 megapixel?
No.
Oh,
In the,
damn.
another feature I found. So in
Ooh.
the advanced camera features under the camera assistant in the S26 Ultra, there's an option to use a virtual reflector. So a virtual reflector works like this. If you're having someone that's backlit, normally when someone's backlit, their face is in shadow.
Sure.
This uses software so to make it appear as though light is reflecting off of your smartphone onto the person's face. It's not using the flash.
Samsung has this?
Samsung has that in their advanced
okay.
camera features.
Does it work?
It works amazingly. And it
Wow.
balances the exposure in any backlit photo perfectly.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, the Pixel has been known for a lot of AI trickery in their cameras. Do you think this is something that's already built into Pixel phones so that they don't have that problem?
I think in Google Photos, there's that virtual, you can move like the light source around to like.
Yeah, I guess that's more of a,
might be.
but the auto would be much nicer for the general public. Again, this is what makes the Samsung
Yeah.
more general. Yeah. But you
So-
said it's in the advanced settings. It's not
So
automatically.
it is.
turned
It's
on.
in
Yeah.
the, whatever their pro.
You know what that tells me?
Yeah.
That tells me that if it was enabled all the time, that there might be some issues.
With
So it
exposure or something. But I mean, if you knew if there was a clear explanation of what it did, holy fuck, I think people would love that. Like, it's very impressive. I think there was, let me see if I can find where it is. Honestly, I played with it a few times now, and every time.
It's surprising that it's not talked
here we
about
go.
more. Again, that tells me that there's something about it that's not right.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very impressive to see, but this was, I don't know if they've got a video here. There's a little video here. Maybe we might get dinged from this, but let's try it. But here is the, right here. So up on screen is like their pro camera app, whatever it is. And if you go to the Labs feature, you're going to stumble
Sure.
across this button here, which is a virtual reflector. It looks like a light bouncing off of something. But what it does is create this. So here is like a before and after, Jason. I don't know if you can see that on the screen.
Interesting.
So before, there's a lot of shadow cast over the person's face in a backlit shot, but now the after effects.
So
of the-
they're doing like a reflector behind you to reflect
Yes.
that backlight back onto the face.
onto the face of the
Interesting.
and it works very well. If you have a Samsung S26 Ultra, I honestly think, I don't know why they didn't advertise this.
Again, this is the reason why AI is amazing. This is the stuff that AI does. I don't even know it's AI really, but
Like,
wow,
look at this
that
one here.
Wow.
So this is a backlit beach photography, which notoriously is a difficult shot. And look how good it processes the light refracting onto the subject matter's face. It's incredible. Like,
Yeah.
let me zoom in a little here so you can see that. I don't know if that's going to allow you to see it, but yeah. So honestly, Samsung, listen, there are a lot of things that they didn't do right, but there have been a lot of little things that I've found this year with the Samsung S26 Ultra, especially when it comes to the camera, that they just didn't advertise.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
100%.
you advertise you could have a native 24 megapixel mode across all lenses?
And especially since this year wasn't a huge upgrade spec wise, it was all AI
Yeah.
and software. That you think they would talk about it? Maybe they just don't think the public really cares.
Yeah, maybe
But-
virtual reflectors doesn't matter.
What about
Yeah.
a company that's cheating?
Oh,
So-
love a good cheating company. Let's go.
Well, this is a company that I've championed multiple times and have probably, 5 or 6 videos on my personal YouTube channel. then, and I'm a big fan of this company, but it looks like Red Magic has been caught busted.
Oh no!
Cheating on the benchmark tests. So it says Nubia has responded. So I'm not sure. It says Red Magic 11 Pro, the one that I had, were delisted from benchmark due to apparent benchmark manipulation. Now, let's see. I'm trying to think what they're, if it's going to say what they're. Here you go. Red Magic says Red Magic's devices are designed to deliver high performance experiences, particularly for intense gaming and power user scenarios. To support this, our devices offer multiple performance modes that allow users to adjust CPU, GPU, and thermal settings based on their needs. For example, Diablo mode. So Diablo mode is something interesting. It's not something readily available, but it's a secret menu hack that puts everything when you're playing a game at total maximum. So it heats your phone up high, makes cheap, but either way, it gives you the best performance possible. So it says here, it's designed for maximum performance under demanding conditions. I'm not sure. Regarding benchmarking, we view it as an indicator of a device's performance potential under controlled high load conditions. As such, so they must, I'm assuming from what I'm reading here, is that they use Diablo mode to benchmark.
Yes, when they do the benchmark test.
I don't think that's really cheating though, because if you could, it's not like a hidden menu you can't find.
Yeah, they're not manipulating the results. They're just putting it into like high performance mode, kind of like in a car, right?
But here's the problem: it's not like it's not like you have like cars that have modes, but like sport mode is like
overdrive.
But this is like a max. Like we're gonna hit the phone at max, so it's something you have to physically switch on. It's not something you can go from a menu and do it. I don't know. What do you think? Is Red Magic guilty of cheating, or do you think this is something that's?
I don't know. I mean, I think this is a lot of. I mean, again, it's not as if they, created something just to get a higher benchmark, and then it never was there.
Right. This Diablo mode's been around since the beginning of the Red Magic.
It's there, yeah. So they just went, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to put this shit at max mode and then run the benchmark. And rightly so. You know what? It can do it. It's not as if it's fake.
And I'll be honest, there's a guy online, ETA something. He does all kinds of gaming.
Yeah.
And there's a new app you can install now on Android devices where you can run Steam games.
Oh, right.
Like not like in the cloud, like on device.
Oh, wow.
He ran Cyberpunk 2077.
Wow. Very intensive game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he said in Diablo mode, the thing gets really warm.
Yeah.
But he said it's not just to Apple devices anymore. Yeah. He said, and I downloaded a couple apps for something like that, but I haven't really played any games on it. But just to let you guys know, Red Magic has been reported to be cheating. So you make the call. If you're a Red Magic fan or not a fan, you hate them, or you're an Apple fan, you hate everything Android. Is this cheating? I don't know.
Can we talk Apple?
No. Yes.
Apple's got a problem. So, and it's got a problem with its latest device, the MacBook Neo. So,
nope.
No, wrong. I gotta explain it before I show this. So the MacBook Neo.
Hold on. Before you talk about the Neo, we know it's the budget netbook of Apple.
Yes.
I went to I think it was a Walmart.
Yeah.
In a different, the Walmart around me doesn't have it. And I play with it, and you can tell it's a budget device.
Of course, yeah.
But the one listed at Walmart started at $599. I thought they were at $499. Is it $599 the starting price?
I thought it was $499 too, but maybe I got that wrong.
Maybe that's the only one they sold. Either way, go ahead. So we know it's your entry level into the Apple ecosystem on the MacBook side. Yes.
So Apple's got a bit of a problem. So just to give you some context, the MacBook Neo, Apple's cheaper laptop, it's powered by the A18 Pro chip. Now the A18 Pro chip, it's a binned version, which means it's not as powerful, but it's the same chip that was found in the iPhone 16 Pro.
And it's in this netbook. I'm sorry, I just said netbook. I apologize.
Yes, netbook.
I'm sorry. This entry level has been touted by a lot of people who are big Apple fans of how great it actually is for the price. So here is the problem. Okay.
They're going to the parts bin to get for the MacBook Neo.
Of course.
But they're running out of A18 Pro chips.
That's the problem? That's not a problem.
No, that's a big problem. So Apple,
does that mean they're selling too many of them?
They're selling tons of them, yeah.
Oh.
So basically, they're starting to run out of these discarded, A18 Pro chips, which were last year's chips. Maybe they had a stockpile.
Yeah, they must have had a stockpile. They didn't sell as well of the 16s as they thought they would.
Yeah. So now the MacBook Neo is selling like fucking wildfire, and they're running out of A18 Pro chips, so much so that they've started storing up the A19 Pro chips. They've started stockpiling the A19 Pro
why?
in case they run out. Because people are buying.
So are they going to bin it down to the same processing power of the 18? Because if it was me, I'd wait then till the 19 Pro got put into it and buy it for the same price.
So, I mean, what do you do? Like, we're not even a quarter of the way through the year. We haven't hit like major events this year, like Christmas or anything like that. That MacBook Neo is going to continue to sell because people don't want to spend $2,000 on a laptop.
With RAM prices going up, of course, people want to save money. My thing is I don't know. I think I don't know.
What do you do?
It's
like,
not I don't know.
This is the thing, right? So a company like Apple probably went, it's going to sell, but maybe not that well. That was probably their prediction. But it's selling like one of their most popular items. And in fact, I'm going to bet right now the MacBook Neo is the product of the year for a lot of people's end of year podcasts and end of year shows.
Are you foreshadowing?
I'm foreshadowing because of
I mean for ours.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't have one, so I don't fucking know. But I mean, for value proposition, like think about it. Value proposition on all these tech YouTubers, they're going to say that this is the one to buy. But
I don't know if it's the one to buy. They're just saying for entry level. Most people I've read is like for the entry level person not doing video editing and stuff, it's more than enough.
Yeah, so I don't know. Apple's got this dilemma on their hands. I don't know what they're going to do when they run out of A18 Pro chips. Like, do they go to the parts bit and go, fuck M1? We'll use an M1 chip or something and like fucking swap.
They'd have to really bend that down. That's going to cost them more money. But you know, when you're worth $18 trillion.
This is how I imagine this going. Oh, hi, MediaTek? Yeah. We made a mistake. We need some chips. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Just send them on over. They're going to fucking call up like a
MediaTek. Why MediaTek?
No, because it's cheap, right? Like a cheap chip they can get access.
They need some 8400s.
Yeah, some 8400 Ultras. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. It's around about the same. Yeah, they won't notice. Yeah, okay, send it our way.
They probably wouldn't notice. That's the problem. Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, hold on.
With dilemmas, I don't know, man.
They got more dilemmas. Actually, it's not a dilemma.
Are you talking about their folding phone?
No, they're reportedly buying up all the available DRAM to start buying competitors.
Yeah.
So they're running out of a chip. The 18. What's the 18 you said?
Yes.
The 18 chips, but by God, they're going to buy up all the DRAM at the extreme high prices to starve out competitors. Do they really need to do that?
But honestly, they've got the money to do that.
But do they? Here's my thing. Okay, consumer hat on.
Yes.
No, I want competition. I want more companies. I don't care if it's Android or Apple. I want everything out there.
Yeah.
From the business side, they're saying, ha, 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 we're going to kill everyone, so we're the only one left. I don't want one company running everything.
And not
that's Skynet all over again. Yeah, but that's Skynet too. If you have one company running everything, they're going to influence politics. They're going to lobby. And they're going to get everything they wanted.
So here's the thing, right? So you're Apple. You spend $20 billion on buying up all the RAM that's fucking available right now.
Sure.
And then you know who comes knocking on your door? All these other smartphone manufacturers going, come on, man, give us a hit. We need this shit for our device.
And they're scratching.
Right? And they're scratching. And then that's what I'm saying. Like, this is potentially a fucking game changer.
I hate to say this. They're not doing it to make money off other people. They're doing it to kill off.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it is this is the LGs, what they lost. Yep. This is Sony, which I don't know if you have an article on the new Sony redesign. I don't have one up here. Sony's on its last breath. And it's not because they can't afford it. It's just not profitable for them. No. I mean, Google is huge. Google and Apple could dominate all cell phones for the rest of the world. I mean, I guess
absolutely. With their money, like the money that they have, 100%. They could destroy other manufacturers. Now, speaking, Jason, of other manufacturers, I don't know if you know this, but the global smartphone market update came out this week.
Yeah, I know.
So some interesting things we see here, and obviously not a lot of surprises, but let's have a look at who's been performing and who hasn't. So every year they do a market update on what manufacturers are selling the most smartphones and tech in general. And by no fucking surprise here, Apple is the only major company that saw growth in the last year, fueled by their iPhone 17 series.
Wow.
Samsung.
I didn't think 17. Now, hold on. This is probably done prior to the S26. And I'll be honest, I've read some articles where Samsung has kicking up manufacturing for the S26. It's selling better than they thought.
Really? Because I've read otherwise. So it's interesting that you think. Yeah.
I just saw it the other day.
Yeah. So Samsung has a 6% decline in shipments. Xiaomi 19% decline due to supply issues. Oppo's facing sales pressure to make phones that people actually want to fucking buy. And Vivo also facing sales pressure as they're struggling to kind of break the global market, right? Like this is.
I thought Google was doing good. They weren't even listed.
They're not even listed. They're in the others category, which for the record, I'm assuming is also a combination of these.
See, here's the thing. Apple fans are like, ha, 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 we told you Apple's the superior.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that thought process is like, once you get rid of everyone but Apple, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And they can give you a shovel of shit and you're going to have to take it.
Yep.
That's my biggest fear with this. And that's what bothers me the most. And I know Sam, we had Sam on before and he's the same way. He's like, look, Apple's a juggernaut. You're never going to topple them.
Yeah.
Even if Samsung makes some sidesteps like the Vision Pro, they still seem to keep trucking along.
I mean, now one thing I will say is this is a year-over-year shipments, right? So how much they sold to the market.
Right. It's not sales at the end. It's the shipments.
Yeah.
Right.
It's year-over-year. Yeah. Now, Apple's only increased by 5%. I feel like that's a small number. I feel like that should be higher. So maybe this is more of a reflection of the market slowing down versus like people.
It's been a tough. It's been tough. This year has been really tough for like every inflation's gone up everywhere.
Yeah.
All because of Canada, but no, I'm just kidding.
I know it's our fault. Now, can have you got a story, one more story here, Jason, before I jump into our last one here?
I've got a couple, but I mean, well, you know what? I will go into one right now.
Yes, absolutely. That's awesome.
So there's been some leaks. And we know the Apple foldable has been kind of delayed. They're going to announce it in September, but it may not actually be released in September. But we've got some exclusive first looks of the Samsung Wide Fold.
Yes.
I don't know how weird that looks. I think it's kind of fake to me. But I don't know, you guys. I'm a big fan of this wide foldable. Because most content, especially video content, is done in the 16:9 aspect ratio, which is widescreen, which is why the Pixel Fold 1 the first edition was so much better than some of the Z Folds. The problem with Pixel Folds is underpowered, obviously. So what do you think?
Now, it's funny that you bring this up because I want to show you this image because I think this might give you an idea about the Z Fold 8, the wider one as well. So this is an image. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one right here. So this is the aspect ratio of the wide versus the regular Galaxy Z Fold. Now, what's interesting about this is is a 3:4 aspect ratio, which is exactly the same aspect ratio that the first generation Google Pixel Fold had.
Correct.
So it is going to be book style. Short book style versus like long book style, I guess is a good way to put it. Versus, say, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and 7 series, which is that 7.7:6 aspect ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So what's interesting about the Z Fold 8, and I think especially the wide version that they're toting here, is all of these OG Pixel Fold fans might go, holy shit, Samsung's actually going to do it.
And they're going to have a Snapdragon, the newest processor, and more power.
They're going to give us the sequel that the Pixel fans always wanted.
And see, on the Android side, that pushes the pressure on Google to make a different foldable and make a processor that actually can. I mean, I'm not saying that Tensor, whatever, the 5 is terrible. It's nothing like this. it just pushes. That's what I want. I want constant competition.
Yeah.
And choice. That's why I don't like Apple as much as Android, because when you're with Apple, you're stuck with whatever they give you. And if there's one thing you don't like, oh, well, suck it up, Buttercup. You have to eat it.
Yeah.
So, but I do like it. And I understand that Apple's kind of doing the same thing, right?
Well, apparently we don't know that yet, but I mean,
yeah, that's the understanding. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually think the iPhone or Apple version is going to be a very different proposition. I don't think it's going to be like the Pixel, OG Pixel. I think it's going to be more like, 2 iPhone 5s glued together.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sold 100% on foldables yet.
No.
I did like the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Yeah. It was a great device. I kind of wish I wouldn't have got rid of it. Do you think that if Apple releases a wide version of the Fold, or that's their Fold, and the Samsung has theirs, now obviously Apple's probably going to sell more than anything else.
They're going to be crazy expensive too.
Are you interested in the Apple version of the Fold?
I would like to try it because it's Apple. Like, I tried the iPhone Air because it was new. If it's not $8,000,
well, the Air wasn't unique for me, is because it was an Apple device. It was an Apple phone, but it was thin. That was it.
Yeah.
This is like, what's their take on foldable software?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be great, the software. I think the form factor will be
Apple,
excellent.
really?
Yeah. Yeah. Terrible.
Wow.
I honestly think it's going to be bad.
Wow.
But I will
Hot
say
take.
that I don't know. I don't know which one's going to be better. I do think the Apple one's going to cost a fucking ridiculous amount here in Canada.
I don't know. I think Samsung, with DRAM going up, I think Samsung's going to be expensive too. But I do think that Samsung has how many generations to make it better?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope their software is better. And with DeX, that makes it that much better.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, look, I would love a wide Samsung Fold. I love the Fold 7, but I do still think it was a bit too remote control-y, right? Like in the form factor wise, like I want something that's a bit more like the OG Fold, a wider outer
What do you mean remote control? Oh, I see. Like aspect
long?
ratio.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's how it's always been notorious for that. Yeah.
Well, listen, I think that's the perfect place to leave off today's show. I was going to talk about Apple and Amazon. Fuck it. It's okay. We'll get it next week. But anyway, we are the Tech Disruptors. Thank you very much for everyone who's tuning in today. We are live on Spotify, Apple Music, Good Pods, anywhere you find amazing podcasts. And next week, we have a very special guest on the show. Jason, do you want to announce who our very special guest is?
You know, I'll let you do it, but I'm super pumped for this guy.
Yes.
And he might influence my decision on what I buy next.
Yeah. So next week on the podcast, we have the one and only Ben Sin. So if you don't know who Ben Sin is, you have probably seen his videos on YouTube. If you are
Look him up.
Has been in the industry for many, many years. Very smart guy. Loves his Android phones, but also his Apple phones. We'll talk to him all about the Vivo and the Oppo Ultra products that are coming out. And yeah, it's
if he can talk about it.
If he can, yeah. But embargo might be a slightly different proposition.
Sure.
But we'll see. But anyway, we will be back next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notify button so you don't miss next week's show. It's going to be a big one. Yeah, my name's Darren.
My name is Jason.
And we will catch you on the next show. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.